Welcome to Joyful Living DMV. We invest in real estate. Don't forget to subscribe to Joyful Living DMV YouTube channel and visit us online at joyfullivingdmv.com.
So let's talk about the day of closing. How do you select a location? So I know we can come to your brick and mortar location, but what if we're, a ways away, or it's not convenient to come to your location? How do you pick a location to have closing then?
So traditionally, usually it's the buyer's choice because they're the one purchasing the property. So for the most part, the buyer chooses a time and location that suits them. I mean, some people take the day off because they want to move in that day or celebrate, so they're pretty flexible. But we have notaries and settlement agents that can meet you pretty much anytime, anywhere. So like if you need to close after work because you can't take the day off, like we can close at 6 or 7 p.m. If it's a really busy day, like end of month and like Fridays tend to be really busy. I'm actually doing a couple closings this Friday coming up myself personally because I'm also a notary and a licensed settlement agent in Maryland. So I can sometimes do the closings if we can't find someone that we use in our company. So it's all about customer service and making everyone happy. So we're very flexible with that. Sometimes the seller wants to pre-sign, which means they sign in advance because they can't make it settlement day. They might be on vacation or can't take off work. Or you deal with out-of-state sellers or sometimes even out-of-country sellers. So we're able to coordinate and find a notary for them wherever they live. If you want to use our mobile notary service as a seller and the buyer's closing somewhere else, there is a fee for that, just because you have to pay that
More
notary.
people.
Yeah, exactly. So the buyer, it's included in their closing costs for that first notary, but there is an extra fee for that. However, we're very flexible. Obviously, we don't want you to spend more money if you don't want to. So you can always go to your bank, usually has a notary for free, or like FedEx or UPS locations have notaries. Sometimes even people's office buildings, like at their company, has a notary too. And lots of times, if you know them, they're not going to charge you anything. And if I'm flexible, or you can come to one of our opposite locations too. There's notaries in our offices. So we're able to kind of work with you too if you don't want to spend an extra fee too as well. And if you're international, we've actually had people either on military bases abroad. They have a U.S. notary there.
Sure.
Yeah, you only learn this because I've had to personally deal with these scenarios. So so we've actually had people go, either they're on a military base or have access, and they can go to a U.S. military base, and there's U.S. notaries there because they need to get things notarized. Or as well as you can go to a U.S. embassy or consulate too as well. Wow. So people who travel internationally a lot, like you can go to any U.S. embassy or consulate, and they have to have U.S. notaries there available too because they have to notarize documents.
Interesting. Sure. We often do or pre-sign.
Yeah.
And a lot of what we have found is a lot of the municipalities have notaries.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live within that municipality, it's free. Or like where my mom lives, it's $2.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
very
might as well be
inexpensive.
For
And
$2.
it tends to be, like I said, a lot cheaper than having one of our mobile notaries come out to see you. But sometimes it's just
the
convenience or the situation. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't mind spending this much to have someone
Yeah.
come out to my house.
Yeah.
And I don't have to leave. We try to be flexible as much as possible.
Right. Now, when you come to closing, what kinds of documents do you need to bring with you?
So then the only other thing that you would need to bring is obviously your cash to close your funds. So if it's over $5,000, then we do require a wire. It's just because our underwriter, so that large insurance broker that insures the title insurance, the owners and lender policies, they require a wire for larger funds. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people try and do fraudulent checks and even fraudulent certified checks. So for larger sums, they just feel more comfortable getting a wire. We'll confirm wire instructions with you over the phone too. Speaking of fraudulent, sometimes people will send fake wiring instructions from a fake lookalike email that looks similar to our email or your realtor's email. So we always recommend that if you are concerned about the wiring instructions, you can call my cell and I can confirm them over the phone while you're at the bank or in front of your computer wiring funds. And our wiring instructions never change, and I think that's the same for all title companies. So once you get them, if you get another email saying that they've changed, it's probably something fraudulent. So reach out and call us or your realtor. If it's $5,000 or less, you can bring a certified check. And if you're taking advantage of all those awesome like grants and no money down situations, there's a possibility that you might not bring any money to the table, or if it's like a couple $100, you can write a personal check. Like that's completely fine.
Thank you for watching. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Joyful Living DMV, to automatically see our latest videos.